All right, let's see if we can get an answer to the stupid question this morning. In 1944, Marguerite Annie Johnson became the first black female cable car conductor in San Francisco. Later changed her name and became a best-selling author. Whom are we speaking of? I will go to Jim. Hey, Jim, good morning.
Good morning. I think it's Maya Angelou.
And you are correct. Hang on a second, James. Got yourself a $150 gift card to Fogo de Chao. And you can try new favorites like their fire-roasted pichana or richly marbled ribeye as part of the full churrasco experience. And you can pair them with Fogo's extensive collection of South American wines. Make a reservation for Center City or King of Prussia at Fogo.com. A lot of stuff to get to. Let's dive right into this. Following former Miss USA Cheslie Kryst's death on Sunday, an essay that she wrote for Allure magazine in March of last year was unearthed. Shining a light on her inner world, Kryst talked about the pressure that she's experienced around achievement. Now, she earned her MBA and law degree simultaneously at Wake Forest University.
That's pretty amazing.
Before becoming Miss USA in 2019 and later a correspondent for Extra. Of her time at Wake Forest, she wrote, I joined a trial team at school and won a national championship. I competed in moot court, won essay competitions, and earned local, regional, and national executive board positions. I nearly worked myself to death, literally, until an 8-day stint in a local hospital sparked the development of a new perspective, she added, and said, I discovered that the world's most important question, especially when asked repeatedly and answered frankly, is why? Why earn more achievements just to collect another win? Why pursue another plaque or medal or line item on my resume if it's for vanity's sake rather than out of passion? Why work so hard to capture the dreams I've been taught by society to want when I continue to only find emptiness? She had some real
issues.
Yeah, she was really lost.
They were reading another quote of hers, I think yesterday. It might have been on Extra, and it was she, with all those achievements that you just rattled off, she felt that she was insignificant.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, listen, it's hard to feel satisfied.
Yes.
You know what I mean? For whatever reason. You may be searching for something and not able to find it. Authorities believe Kryst jumped to her death on Sunday from the 60-story building in which she lived. She left behind a note stating she wanted to leave everything to her mother, who, like Kryst, was also formerly Miss North Carolina. On Instagram on Sunday, just hours before her death, she had posted a photo of herself with a caption that said, "May this day bring you rest and peace." So that is sad news. The View took an unexpected turn yesterday when co-host Whoopi Goldberg said that the Holocaust was not about race. During a segment in which they covered a Tennessee school district's decision to ban the Pulitzer Prize-winning graphic novel Mouse, about a Holocaust survivor, Goldberg commented, the Holocaust isn't about race. No, it's not about race. It's about man's inhumanity to man. Co-host Anna Navarro quickly responded, well, it's about white supremacy. That's what it's about. It's going after the Jews and gypsies. Goldberg replied, but these are two groups of white people, and you're missing the point. The minute that you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white because black, white, Jews, Italians, everybody eats each other, she said. She later issued an apology. Many people were, there was some backlash from that. And she tweeted in part, on today's show, I said the Holocaust was not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man. And I should have said it's about both. And I'm sorry for the hurt that I've caused. And there's a little bit more in the statement, but that's the gist of it.
Did you ever read the graphic novel Mouse?
No, I didn't.
It's amazing. It's MAUS.
Really? Yes.
It's amazing.
Okay.
It is an unbelievable. I remember I read it years ago, and it's just brilliant. But it takes mice and tells the rise of Nazism.
And it's a true story.
Yeah.
So they use these cartoon, but it's a first-person account. Yeah. And it was banned, I guess, last week or the week before by one school district, and right after its banning, it's shot up to like number one on Amazon.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah, you can get it.
Okay. All right, a lawyer for Bill Cosby asked the U.S. Supreme Court on Monday to reject a bid by prosecutors to revive his criminal sex assault case. The 84-year-old actor and comedian has been free since June when a Pennsylvania appeals court...
I'm free to do what I want.
Any old time.
Any old time.
Overturned...
Is that what he yells in the beginning of the song?
Don't be afraid of your Theo.
When a Pennsylvania Court of Appeals overturned his
Don't be afraid of your Theo.
conviction and released him from prison after. I can't believe we're playing the Soup Dragons. Let this roll.
I'm free to kick Theo's ass anytime I want. Zabba dabba doodle. I'm free to do what I want. Any old time. Don't be afraid of Theo.
They overturned his conviction and released him from prison after nearly 3 years. The state's highest court.
Don't be afraid of Theo.
Sorry, I turned it down.
You got a band name you're writing down there?
No.
Don't be afraid of Theo.
Oh, that is a good band name.
Yeah, don't be afraid of Theo?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of Theo.
I'm writing that down. Don't be afraid. That's like an album name.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Don't be afraid of Theo. Okay.
Now we have albums.
Come on, Kathy.
I'm free to do what I want with Benadryl.
So oh my God, no. The state's highest court found that Cosby believed that he had a non-prosecution agreement with former district attorney, blah, blah, blah. You guys know that story. So anyhow, Cosby's lawyer, Jennifer Bonjean, said that the case rests on a narrow set of facts that should not interest the Supreme Court. She wrote, notwithstanding the Commonwealth's warning of imminent catastrophic consequences, the Cosby holding will likely be continued to its own rare, if not entirely unique, set of circumstances, making review by this court particularly unjustified.
Legalese there.
Yeah, so Montgomery County, Pennsylvania District Attorney Kevin Steele's attempt to revive the case is a long shot. U.S. Supreme Court accepts fewer than 1% of the petitions it receives. At least 4 justices on the 9-member court would have to agree to hear the case.
It doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yes, legal scholars and victim advocates will be watching closely to see whether the Supreme Court
Don't be afraid of your Theo.
takes an interest in the case or not. So, all right, I mentioned there was some Ric Flair news. Ric Flair and Wendy Barlow have gotten a divorce.
Oh!
The pair met in the 1990s while both were at the WCW. Barlow was a valet named Fifi the Maid. And they started dating after Flair's 4th marriage ended in divorce. This is now his 5th. So they got engaged in 2016 and married 2 years later.
This wasn't the wife who was kind of beating up on him, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Remember that was an issue
No,
where
I don't remember that.
He had an abusive relationship where the wife was beating him.
She's definitely younger than him.
Yeah.
Barlow was by the 2-time WWE Hall of Famer side through his 2017 and 2019 medical issues, and he credited his 61-year-old partner for his return to health. Oh, wow. She's 61? Okay. With this,
How old is he?
He's got to be in his late 70s,
Right,
I would imagine.
right, I would assume.
With this news, Nature Boy's New Year's off to a rocky start. His 2021 featured his release from the WWE controversy after Dark Side of the Ring revisited allegations of his sexual inappropriate behavior and continued sniping with Becky Lynch over, quote, the man and her worked shoot rivalry
What is
with
that? Are
Rick's
those just
daughter,
words?
Charlotte. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. So
What does it mean?
Yeah. Despite all that, he relaunched his podcast to some success and continues to get bookings for appearances and events as well.
Does he still have his NPR show?
He's 72 years old. I don't think he has an NPR these days. No.
All things.
That's the name of it. All things. Woo! Nick Cannon confirmed on his show on Monday that he is expecting his 8th child with model Brie Tessie.
If you want to talk about completely conflicting emotions, loses a child. Clearly, she was pregnant when they lost that child, right? Had to be.
The child was born, I believe.
Yeah.
Was pregnant when the baby died. I'm not sure. This news comes following, maybe the death of No, this is
another girlfriend.
Hang on a second. So it's hard to keep track.
It is.
So
he's got 8 kids by 18 different people.
This news comes following the death of Cannon's son, Zen, who passed away at only 5 months in December 2021.
You remember how heart-wrenching that was?
Yeah, to brain cancer. Cannon shared Zen with musical artist Alyssa Scott.
There we go.
Person.
Okay.
On his talk show, Cannon said that he knew of Tessie's pregnancy before Zen's death last month. So he said, so even going through all that, this was always in the back of my mind, like, what is the right time? How do I share this? No one. We didn't expect Zen to pass away, and all of the news was so unexpected, he said. So I don't know. That he's got a lot going on. A lot going on with different ladies. Steve, you'll be the only one here who knows this gentleman, but Tang Soo Do master Robert Wall,
yes,
who trained and acted alongside Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee in some of the greatest martial arts films of all time, has died. He was 82 years old.
Like, I knew this guy. He'd pop up in all sorts of martial arts films. He just looked like a badass.
Wall was a 9th degree Tang Soo Do black belt under Norris, who is credited with bringing the discipline to the West. The men trained together for many years and were business partners. In addition to being a martial arts master, Wall also played important roles in the silver screen. He appeared in 1972's Way of the Dragon and 1973's Enter the Dragon, both starring Bruce Lee.
God, I remember when I saw Enter the Dragon in the theater. It was Preston, they're giving away Bruce Lee posters. Bruce Lee had passed away at this point in time, by the way. But yeah, he was the main nemesis, or one of the main bad guys in Enter the Dragon. He had a big scar down his face.
And in that movie, and I remember seeing a documentary about that film in particular, and he was saying there was a scene where he and Bruce are fighting. He breaks a bottle.
Yes.
And he comes at Bruce, and he said during the filming, Bruce goes, I want you to come at me as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And he did, and he cut Bruce when he did it. You know, didn't mean to, obviously, but he went as fast as he could. And so Bruce had to heal up after that. They came back, and they reshot the scene, and he said there's a scene where Bruce kicks him, and he goes flying into these chairs.
Yes.
And he goes, that is Bruce really kicking me. Broke his ribs.
Wow.
They were going full speed. And he thinks that Bruce was giving him a little bit of...
Yeah, for the injury.
A little bit of payback. But nonetheless, they were friends and everything.
Believe it or not, so there are Hong Kong fight film stars who believed in that contact, who believed in, to sell it, you got to have real contact.
Right.
And it was Bruce might have been part of that group.
Yeah.
You know?
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I just love the scene with Bruce Lee.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's really, really good.
Wall's family said that Bob was the greatest husband and father. Family was everything to him. He lived a remarkable life, and there's a hole in our hearts that will never be filled. His spirit and legacy will live on forever with us. He was our rock, and rest in peace.
If I kill someone with these hands.
Yeah, it's called manslaughter.
It is great.
Bella Hadid recently revealed on Victoria's Secret VS Voices podcast that she's been in multiple abusive relationships.
It seems like every other day there's a Hadid story popping up here.
Yes.
Was Bella the one who was on Instagram crying? Yes, right?
Not sure. I get lost in my Hadids.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get so lost in your Hadids.
That's an album name, too.
Lost in my Hadids.
It's the greatest album I've ever heard. It's called Lost in My Hadids.
She said, I constantly...
No good Hadid goes unpunished.
She said, I constantly win back to men and also women that had abused me. And that's where the people-pleasing came in. I started not...
'Tis the season for people-pleasing.
I started not having boundaries, not only sexually, physically, emotionally, but then it went into my workspace, and I began to be a people-pleaser with my job. As the daughter of real estate developer Mohammed Hadid and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Yolanda Hadid, the supermodel said, I always felt like my voice was never heard growing up.
How come she didn't mention... She's the sister of Gigi Hadid. Yes?
Yeah.
She said, I grew up around men, whether that was in relationships or family or whatever that was, where I was constantly told that my voice was less important than their voice.
Damn it.
Then moving into relationships, growing up, not having the boundaries of being able to stick up for myself and have my voice being heard affected me in my adult relationships very intensely, she said.
You know, with all the Hadids around this area, you would think we would have access to a Hadid,
Right?
Mm-hmm. For an interview or something.
I told you my friend spoke to the mom Hadid.
Oh,
Yolanda?
Yeah.
Yolanda. Yes, on the phone when she was suffering with Lyme disease.
And she was pleasant.
Yeah, she said she was very nice. She, talked to her about what she went through. But I was like, at the end of the call, did you say, hey, can you do an interview on my friend's show?
Right. Nick pulled up her Instagram account, and I glanced over real quick, and I'm like, wow, 48,000 followers. I've got more than her.
No.
It's 48 million.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see if we can get you up there.
Right? Let's boost me up to 48 mil. We can get
I'll
there.
do a video of you crying if you want later on.
Okay, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
On this day that we honor the death of Regis Philbin.
We should all do crying videos and see if we can boost our
I'll do it.
Our Instagram followers.
I like
See
that.
who has the best
I
who
one.
gets the
have eye
most?
drops I can use.
See who
All right.
gets the most?
All right,
Oh,
everyone
my
work on it.
God.
Work on your video.
Hadid was in a very public on-again, off-again relationship with The Weeknd from 2015 to 2019 and is currently dating art director
The Work
Mark
Week.
Kalman.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. We only have time for a couple more quick things.
no.
How about this? Us Weekly reports that on Monday's episode of the Today Show, co-host Hoda Kotb announced that she and Joel Schiffman are calling off their engagement. Yeah, so they didn't even make it to the altar, gang. The engagement is being called off.
Didn't they have a kid together recently?
I think her kids are adopted.
Right, yeah, or adopted kids.
Was he?
I thought he was
Was
with.
he-
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
she's,
know.
I mean, she's too
They have
old
two
to be-
daughters.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
so-
saying, yeah, they I know they made a big deal about the adoption. It seemed very nice, and I thought he was there for that.
Kotb said that the two of them had many prayerful and meaningful conversations over the holidays, and that they decided that they were better off as friends and not loving parents to their two daughters. It's not like something happened. They say sometimes relationships are meant to be there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and this was for a season, Kotb said.
Yeah, she adopted both, Steve. So one was in 2017, and then the other was in 2019.
So he's not the adoptive father.
He is.
Oh,
he is.
Oh, he
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she adopted them with Joel. They've been together since 2013. Yeah.
He runs their cafe, A Cup of Kotb.
Cup of Kotb.
Yeah.
Yeah, cup of Kotb.
Yeah.
I'm a minority owner.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got to hear that.
Yeah, a couple.
A Kotb.
How much would you like?
All right. According to E! News, Bachelor Nation couple Ashley Iaconetti and Jared Haben have officially become parents. Yes, they had a child. You have
never forget when I saw you poop a baby.
Haben posted a video to Instagram on Monday saying baby Dawson is here and healthy,
Baby.
and Ashley is recovering and doing well. It really couldn't have gone much smoother. He's so sweet and beautiful and has been sleeping all day.
You should have saw the icky stuff that came out of her butthole.
Unlike his mom and dad, who were on no sleep right now, but it's totally worth it, he says.
Of course, I don't remember. I did happen again on The Bachelor last night, and he's a former football player.
Right.
So he had the ladies out for a scrimmage. Oh, it was hilarious.
I'll bet that was
They hardly knew anything about football.
hijinks aplenty. All right, and one last story. Page 6 reports that Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent is getting back out there following her breakup with movie producer Randall Emmett. I'm sure Regis is all...
It's an incredible
yeah,
relationship.
right.
I heard it. I always said to Lala, he's no good for you.
Yeah.
La 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 la. That's when I was selling brake pads.
$500,000 brake pads.
La la. And you're driving. Woo.
Regis Regis auditioned for Tommy Boy. I did
Regis
not know
want
that.
Wiggy.
Yeah, Regis want Wingy.
Tommy want Wingy.
I like Regis want Wingy better.
Regis want Wiggy.
So
Who's this lady?
Lala
this
Kent.
Lala Kent.
She's a reality star. They're the producers like Harvey Weinstein Jr.
So she said on Amazon Live recently, I have a date tomorrow night. It's a group date. I've said on my podcast a million times, I'm not ready to go
Is
on
it
a date.
Valentine's Day?
But I feel like this will ease me in because it's a group setting. She said he is very tall. He's built like Superman and has a lot of tattoos. And I like that.
Well,
And
why was she with someone who's completely the antithesis of that?
And he's gentle, and I'm very excited, she said. So there you go.
You gonna get it up?
We're happy. We're very, very happy for him. All right, we got to do the clips. All right, preparing for a superhero role takes a lot of time, from eating a good diet to exercising regularly. And here, Robert Pattinson talks about his journey to becoming Batman.
I'm glad. I used to hate working out, and like, there's something. It's weird. In my 30s, I really like it now. I find it very meditative. it's weird when you feel like someone's not forcing it on you and you're doing it for yourself. It's a very different experience. But I sort of love working out now.
The Batman is in theaters in 31 days, March 4th.
I cannot wait.
No.
Here's the next clip.
God, it looks good.
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the worst. Go ahead.
What's the problem?
Oh, he said 31 days. I'm like, well, there's only 28 days in February. I'm an a-hole. Just move on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Abbott Elementary is an American mockumentary sitcom television series set at a Philadelphia public school. In this clip, Tyler James Williams talks about his character, the serious substitute, Gregory.
He's trying to, bring this kind of like military approach to educating the kids, but he has to, learn that they're 6. They're not going to seriously sit down and like break down their basic arithmetic. And that's what's really nice in this world of, making educating fun. He has to learn that it's not just about quotas. It's about making this fun for these kids as well.
Really?
Yeah. New episode of Abbott Elementary airs tonight, 9 o'clock on ABC. You guys are digging the show,
I
right?
really like this show. I know you're not a fan of that. You said, Preston, like it's kind of an office vibe, where
it's just it's sort of not my format.
Yeah, and I know sometimes that doesn't work. For me, it does, and the cast is wonderful.
I love that it's in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's set here. It's fantastic. So, all right, and there you go. Your entertainment report. Listen, it's already well
Too
after
late.
7. It's
We
late.
got things to do.
We got to take a break. I do want to remind you that we have Tattoos Day. Chance for you to win a Preston and Steve themed tattoo from Floating World Tattoo and Piercing. So text word tattoo to 39333. See if you win a little bit later on. We also have Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
31
He's on the
points
Sixers.
in the Sixers' victory last night, and he's coming on to talk about cookies this morning.
Big ass cookies.
And Nims Purja, who is a Nepalese mountaineer, has climbed the 14 highest peaks in the world in record time. So we have a lot of interesting stuff taking place. Hang in there. We'll be right back.
Preston and Steve
on 93.3 WMMR.
Stories here.
Will it be fast food or fancy food?
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel?
Yeah.
Do you like schnitzel?
It's not bad. It's it's good. I mean, it's not great, but yum. Yeah, it'll do it.
Is that what Christoph Waltz is eating during Inglourious Bastards?
No, that's strudel.
Strudel, okay. Because I love me some strudel.
Schnitzel is very sweet.
Do you know what schnitzel is?
No. Is it a baked good? Is it a salty baked good?
It's pork.
Oh, then no.
Fried pork.
Okay.
Essentially, it's like a fried pork tenderloin, so it's not anything like a
I don't like it much. Yeah.
You don't like schnitzel?
Nah, I'm not a big schnitzel
I
guy.
mean, I like it. It's good enough. So anyhow, Schnitzel Fest event in Bavaria, Germany, apparently used 400 pork chops, 4,000 eggs, 551 pounds of breadcrumbs to create a giant schnitzel. And the resulting schnitzel is 2,663 pounds.
Wow. People must have been schnitting for weeks after.
That's good, dude.
You knew it was coming.
I just took a hairy schnit.
753.5 square feet is how big it is. I've had schnitzel in Germany, in Munich. We were having dinner, and I'm like, how can I not have schnitzel?
If you're going to have schnitzel, you have it there. So what did you think?
It's good. It's not great.
It's not rocking your world.
No, it's good. I'd order it. I've had it at other places as well, too.
It's funny when you have something that you think is authentic and then you later do have the authentic version of something and your opinion of it changes 180%, 180 degrees, I should say.
Organizers say it took nearly 3,700 gallons of oil to fry. A Guinness World Record adjudicator, how do you say that word?
Adjudicator?
Adjudicator, thank you. Was on hand to verify the schnitzel's measurements.
They called me the schnithead.
And certify that it broke the previous record of 1,212 pounds, so it blew that record away. And it was then split up into 4,800 portions and sold to attendees at the festival.
Yes, we put it on a conveyor belt and it comes right out to Schnitthorn.
Keep going. Do more.
What were you going to say? You were going to say something.
Well, so it's just a pork chop, basically?
Yeah, I don't know if it might be the tenderloin case. I'm not 100% sure what part of the pig it is. But yeah, it's like a fried pork chop or a fried tenderloin.
Yeah, I never really cared for pork chops.
Oh, man, I do love pork.
I know, and people, like my father loves them, and I like them only if they are incinerated to the point.
No.
That's the only way I can eat
You got to get them juicy. All right, well, anyhow, they made the biggest one in the world.
What cartoon has a character named Schnitzel?
That was chowder.
Chowder. That's it.
And
Okay.
schnitzel would only say rattle, rattle. He never said anything other than that, rattle, rattle.
I was looking for that, and I came across something that says schnit in the bathtub, so I'm going to
Go
play
ahead.
that.
Let's hear what that
I don't
is.
know what that is,
Okay.
but...
Oh, no, someone decided to take a shit in the bathtub. Not again.
You know what that was from?
What is that from?
That OxyClean parody. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
my God, that was funny.
That was very funny.
That was
where they add the dialogue.
Just take this effing thing right over here and rip this. Oh, look at that. Someone schnit in the bathtub.
Oh, no, someone decided to take a shit in the bathtub. Not again.
Not again.
I saw this story. I thought this was kind of interesting. A pair of panties.
Yeah.
Belonging to Adolf Hitler's wife, Eva Braun, sold at auction for around $6,000 over the weekend.
Oh, geez.
The pink.
Put on the panties!
Yes, the pink.
The ones that I like, the pink ones!
The pink silk panties,
oh boy,
embroidered with Braun's initials, came from a private European World War II collection. They were sold to an anonymous UK telephone bidder.
These are like bloomers.
Who also bought her. You're right, they are. They're huge.
Yeah.
Who also bought her white lace night for $5,000. You know, there's some guy wearing these things, staring in the in the mirror.
Fatherland!
Yes.
Oh my God! You know, as obviously as staggeringly aberrant as Hitler was, with all of his little things like his all the weird, creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Him having sex is at the bottom of the list of things I want to think about Hitler doing.
Yeah. Auctioneer Jonathan Humbert said that there was perennial interest in items from the Nazi Germany area. In the same auction, a bracelet presented by Goering's wife, Emmy.
I got you something.
Sold for about $3,000.
Oh my gosh, he vintage Avid!
The gold-plated bracelet dated 1938 has a central locket with a swastika and opens up to reveal
a swastika on it?
a picture of Hitler, of whom Goering was a close confidant, of course. So there was a picture of Hitler in this locket that he gave to her with the bracelet.
That's right there. Too cute to not commit genocide.
Oh, my God. Happy wife, happy life. I actually said that phrase to somebody the other day, a minute, and it's
the truth. Honestly, and you know when things, you walk in and you can feel it in the air.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh no.
And then when I say it's because you're on your period.
Oh my God.
You said that one time, and you never said it
Is
again.
it girl things? What did you say?
Oh my God. They turn into Rambo.
Yeah.
They turn into Rambo.
It's gonna get bloody.
I'm
coming for you.
Oh my God. Kathy, what were you going to say? Oh,
having my period, having to use the feminine hygiene products, spitting on us, calling us baby killers.
And we know it. It's so bad. I hate it, but listen,
use it.
I'm an animal.
I do
once a
again.
month.
As I've said, my it's pretty even keel. I don't have the Jekyll and Hyde thing. You know.
No?
Yeah.
God,
Never
you're
had
lucky.
that.
What country was Hawaiian pizza invented? 215-263 WMMR. We will go to Kara and see if she knows the answer. Hey, Kara.
Hey, Gadzooks.
Gadzooks to you, Kara. So, do you know what country Hawaiian pizza was invented in?
Canada.
That's correct.
Yeah. They call that the Big Island, Preston.
Because it used to be, it was pineapple and Canadian bacon, which is essentially ham anyway.
Yeah.
But I remember when you first would order, or at least I remember when I first ordered Hawaiian pizza, that it was advertised as pineapple and Canadian bacon.
There you go. Would never have guessed.
It's like a nightmare for me.
I love it.
Really?
The cooked fruit situation for me. It's
yeah,
like
that's
I'm out.
right.
I'm just out.
That's right. Any hot fruit.
Yeah.
There's a band name, Hot Fruit. Damn it. I got to write these down.
Romano, come down and see my new band, Hot Fruit. We sizzle.
We're sick.
They sizzle? I'm sorry. Can I hear that again, please?
Come Romano, come see our new band, Hot Fruit. Boys, we sizzle.
Hot Fruit. All right, anyhow.
What do we play? I'm interested.
That's a good question.
Nothing but Shania Twain.
All night.
Let's go, girls.
All right.
Want some Hawaiian pizza?
Not fruit.
And the director, by the way, is a guy named Jim Mickle. He's from Pottstown.
Jim Oh, yeah. Actually, he did a movie I've mentioned before, a vampire movie, a really good vampire movie called Stakeland.
No kidding.
Yeah, really well done.
Okay.
Kathy just got a message.
Kathy just wants
Everything
to.
okay?
Yeah, she just wants to listen to some music.
Yeah.
Turned over to B101.
Wait, I'm trying to win the
Station I
prize.
really love.
I'm trying to win Richard Marx tickets.
Can you guys be quiet?
Can you guys just take a break for a minute?
Yeah, by the name, it's RONANO.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm so excited.
I can't, I'm at work.
Yeah, you can't get more excited.
Yes. You can't get more excited that you just won tickets. I can't. I'm at work.
I work at WMMR. I do the morning show.
Well, can you go outside and scream?
Kathy at WMMR.com. You can't win this.
You could actually walk one block down and pick up the tickets.
Guys, I'll be right back.
You know what else I noticed?
Ooh.
I noticed.
Just notice more things.
I noticed that
Not just product renaming.
the Cold War
The Cold War. CW.
could have been a world war.
TCW.
But a cache of Soviet jokes that was compiled by CIA agents during the Cold War has been released among a cache of declassified documents.
Soviet jokes designed for what purpose?
It's hard to say because they mainly make fun of the Soviet Union. So all the jokes were told between Soviets but picked up by CIA operatives before being relayed back to Washington. So
do we believe that perhaps it were American operatives and spies to be armed with these jokes? It might be a way of sort of ingratiating themselves to, in other words, if you could tell a funny Soviet joke to another person.
They're not clear on what the purpose
or was
of this
it for their
I think it was just them.
Soviet review.
It was just part of the gigantic lists of stuff that they have at the CIA.
There's a lot of Yakov Smirnoff stuff here, right?
The list was addressed to the deputy director of the CIA, but is believed to have been circulated among senior White House officials. One joke featuring Ronald Reagan made it to the president's desk, and he found it so funny that he began to use it himself.
That's the goddamn funniest thing I've ever heard.
So here, you want to hear the joke?
Please tell me. Tell me, Mommy.
An American tells a Russian that the United States is so free that he can stand in front of the White House and yell, "To hell with Ronald Reagan." And the Russian replies, "That's nothing. I can stand in front of the Kremlin and yell, 'To hell with Ronald Reagan,' too."
I don't get it.
Oh, yeah!
Did you say penis? I must have missed it.
No.
You said it was a dirty joke.
No, I didn't say it was a dirty joke.
Oh, yes, you did. What?
No, I didn't say it was a dirty joke.
You said it was filthy.
I think the Alzheimer's is kicking in, Ronnie.
God damn it.
Yep.
Where are my jelly beans?
It is not known exactly why the CIA began doing this.
It wasn't filthy.
Though since there were no polls in Soviet Russia, it could have been a good way for agents to judge public mood towards politicians and the government.
Why did chicken cross road?
Why?
To escape the extreme starvation caused by Stalin.
One particular figure of fun was Mikhail Gorbachev.
Why do I have stain on head?
The last leader of the Soviet Union who worked to end the Cold War by reforming the USSR. While this made him popular overseas, he was often reviled at home, as revealed by this joke, which tells of a man waiting in line at a liquor store.
Tell the joke.
A worker standing at a liquor store line says, I have had enough. Save my place. I'm going to go shoot Gorbachev. 2 hours later, he returns to claim his place in line, and his friends asked, "Did you get him?" He said, "No, the line there was even longer than the line here."
That is a good one. It's very funny.
Another joke compares Gorbachev to...
You know, maybe you don't laugh at the same kind of jokes or something, but... you told me that Gorbachev line joke and it wasn't funny. But I have one for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Banana.
It's Kath. So every now and then a news story will pop up, and I will know that people want us to talk about it because they send me the article over and over and over. And yesterday it was brawl at Golden Corral Steakhouse in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
It's a steakhouse?
Well, not really.
We had just been talking about
It's a
Golden
buffet,
Corral,
but yeah.
right?
Yeah, but they're known for steaks.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But yes, it's one of those places you can go in and get your steaks, and it's like Sizzler or Sizzling.
Well, we were talking to somebody
Sizzler,
about
yes,
it, and I forget exactly what we were talking about.
We were actually looking to see, because we said there were none in this area,
Right.
and then I found this one. I said there's actually one in Ben Salem.
And so look at that.
And this is the
We
one-
might have
I think we did
circuitously caused the brawl
So, and how
by
many
getting
points-
people so excited for Golden Corral.
Kat, how many points did you guys get awarded? Did Bucks County get awarded just for having a Golden Corral? I think it was like 10 points.
They didn't get.
I don't think
They
so.
did. No, they did.
No.
As a
Hold
matter
on.
of fact, you
Oh my God,
spitefully gave them points because I was like,
Oh, God.
because whatever. I don't want to get into it, but
All right.
but they did get points just for having a Golden Corral.
Marissa, do you remember?
Wait, I'm pulling up the official Word document. Delco versus Bucksco. On 126, 5 points for having an old school buffet, Golden Corral.
Oh,
Okay. All
my
right.
God.
So I
and
got-
then a
and then
brawl. So here's the deal.
You can't take them away.
The way the point system works for the Bi-County Cup is we don't take away points, we only give points. So we're avoiding the negative.
Well,
we're
hold
only
on. Here's
highlighting the positive.
Maybe this was called for.
Yeah,
Do
who
you
knows?
know what happened?
Now, I saw a Reddit thread, and it was mainly it went into different directions, but it was suggesting that it started as an argument because they ran out of steak. Now, I don't know if that's
Okay,
the case
here's
or
what I
not.
heard. That's very tangential to what I heard.
Okay.
I heard it started because someone got their steak before someone perceived that their meal had been ordered after. So there was a question about who got their steak before the other person.
That can be restaurant contention. When you see another
Right.
group,
How are they getting their food?
before you do? Yes.
Not. This is not certified as
Right.
the reason why this has happened. But
It's scuttlebutt.
A scuttlebutt. A number of different sources. Apparently, that argument or that perception immediately escalated to chair throwing.
Wow.
Like it got crazy quickly.
It was bad. So a good source for anything Bucks County, whether it's good or bad, is Levittown Now, and they had this story up like right after it had happened. I believe it happened on Sunday. But the guy Tom that runs the site, at least according to him, that this place often has security guards.
Okay, hang on. Okay. I've got Jay on the line. Used to work there.
Okay.
Says there were tons of fights there. So let's go to Jay. Hey, Jay, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Hey, how are you?
Wonderful, man. All right, so you worked at this very Golden Corral?
Yeah, in Ben Salem, dude, that place is a barn, dude. Listen, dude, it was like the UFC in there, dude. Dude, they would fight over it. I want my steak medium. I want it well. Dude, people were jumping in line. I never seen nothing like it, dude. People were trying to hand me money to give them steak. It's insane, dude.
Did you ever know? I assume you've seen the footage of this brawl, right?
What is it?
You saw this brawl, right?
Yeah, did you see the footage that made the news the other day?
No, dude. As soon as I heard it, dude, I had to jump on the phone.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
as soon as
badass, Jay.
I
This
couldn't
is
believe
like-
it. I was like, dude, it made the paper finally, dude. Holy.
Well, this is really hardcore. There are people like Steve has said that are throwing chairs and high chairs. There's a guy that picks up a whole table,
yeah,
and you can see a woman come over and go, "Dude, put the table down, man."
Dude, it's insane.
Really,
Listen,
Jay, when did you work there? What was your time there?
I was a chef. I worked there in 2015.
Okay.
I worked there for a year and a half. Dude, I've seen probably, I'm not even lying to you, probably 9 fights.
And would they happen at a Golden Corral? Would they usually happen like
the line goes out the door all the way into the parking lot? I mean, it was hours. I mean, I never seen nothing.
All right, Jay, hold on a second. Preston has a question.
Yeah,
Preston?
Jay, would it happen like on weekend nights or at any?
And holidays are the best, dude. Listen, holidays, dude, people are getting smoked, dude. They want that steak, dude. I'm telling you.
I didn't know. Jay, I didn't never realize that the big draw at the Golden Corral was the steak.
Dude, it was insane, dude. I never knew it till I got a job there, dude. Wow. I mean, dude, it is insane.
All right, man.
You don't even need to go to UFC. Just go to Golden Corral.
That's hilarious, Jay. Wow.
We got about 50 dudes on this phone call.
At least you were back there. You had knives to protect yourself back in the kitchen.
I had plexiglass right in front of me, too. So
yeah,
I was like being in jail.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you this. They trashed this place place, Preston, it takes about
Thanks, Jay.
a minute and a half, and they've trashed it entirely.
I can't believe they're throwing the high chairs.
By the way, those are effing heavy.
Well, the especially the dude picks up a table.
Yeah.
And that could have killed somebody.
And
you
now
know?
nobody gets steak.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Get
you're
out of
all
here.
pissy
Nobody's
that
getting
you didn't get
steak.
your steak in time, and now nobody gets steak.
Do we have the audio of the brawl? Marissa's going to send it over.
We got about
And
20
look,
seconds.
there's girls in there. Like,
Girls, kids, everything.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let's play a little clip of the audio of the There's a text came in and said the Golden Corral owner is cool. I used to fix his equipment. He took care of us and tipped us. But that place is, well, I can't say what it says there. I can't say what it says there.
Do you know what I'm tired of with the current crop of brawl videos or fight videos? The guy who's always taking it is always going, OS.
Yeah.
OS.
Yeah.
OS.
Yeah, but you know what? That guy's standing back. I'd rather hear him do
Although-
that
Yeah,
than
yeah.
jump
But
in
tell-
on it all.
give us some color commentary.
Yeah,
Remember the Wawa
Know
fight
how to
in
report.
Delaware,
Yeah.
not in Delaware, in Florida, where the guy was commenting on?
Yeah.
His commentary was actually pretty good.
Right.
Where the dude ended up losing
Give
his
us
pants.
some color commentary. Tell us what's going on.
So reading the news report, the police report, it said that they didn't have an exact count on how many people were involved, but officers believe it was more than 40.
Oh, clearly.
And the fight left the dining room heavily damaged and sent people fleeing for safety. There weren't police weren't aware of any serious injuries. No arrests had been made.
If I found myself in this situation, I would not be like in the mix throwing chairs. I
You
would
leave.
be the
I'd be in the parking
second, the
lot.
first person out the door.
That's what you need to do.
I
You need to
can't
get
say,
out.
though, if I were clocked in the back, if I just passively was sitting there and got clocked in the back of the head with a chair,
You might
that I
react.
might not freak the F out.
Stand up and throw a high chair.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
if you got caught up in it, it might be more difficult to leave. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
Have you ever been close to when a brawl or even a large conflagration like this kicks into effect? It's easy to get swept up in it, even if that is the last thing you want.
No, I've been literally stuck in the middle of a brawl that I had nothing to do with. Those sort of things happen in nightclubs and bars all the time.
A lot, you're right.
This is just a restaurant. I don't know if they serve
Golden
alcohol.
Corral!
I don't know if they serve alcohol, but when alcohol's involved, it happens quite a bit. Now, one time I was, and the bar doesn't even exist anymore. It was in Wayne. I was in the dance floor and a fight erupted around me, and I didn't know anybody involved in the fight, and I was getting jostled and thrown all over the place. And the next thing you know, my buddy John grabbed me, and next thing I know, I'm in the parking lot. I'm like, how the hell did that happen?
Good for him.
Yeah, the dance floor where the fight happened, there was an exit right there, and it was right at the parking lot. I was like, dude, like saved my life.
Yeah.
Steve, I don't know if I've been in a brawl like that, but I have been in a food fight in high school, and honestly, it was a lot of fun. Like, you had the feeling that like it was about to start, and then like you'd see one grape go flying, and then like 3 more grapes went in this direction, and then apples started going, and all of a sudden it just turns into mass chaos. And it probably lasted 45 seconds to a minute, but during that time, it was pretty awesome.
Nick, I was actually in college when Animal House came out.
Okay.
And so, yes, that became so common that the school had to put a kibosh on it. They were benevolent. They were food fights.
Yeah.
But when you're like, you don't know what's... Imagine you're sitting... Apparently, Golden Corral serves one hell of a steak. Yeah. And imagine you're at a Golden Corral where it's like going to the Cracker Barrel and having a fight between the Bloods and the Crips.
Right.
Somebody texted and said it was a group of about 60 people. Wait, was this the same one? I don't know if they're referring to the Golden Corral fight or another. It might be continuing from another text, but said that it was a post-funeral group. Oh, no serious injuries. That might have been a different thing. Another one says Aramingo Diner in Philly was a brawl every weekend.
You know what was bad, from what I understand, Preston? Up here on City Line, the House of Pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
really?
so it was so bad, and I didn't realize this. And my wife and I went in, we were coming back from something, and it was there. Okay, let's go in. And they actually made us pay
in advance.
In advance.
Right.
They had made us pay in advance, and then the woman there indicated that there were people dining and dashing constantly, and people fighting all the time. It was the craziest thing in an international pancake house.
Kathy, somebody says Bucksco should get extra points for dinner and a show.
Right, exactly. Apparently, I just got a text from a friend who's told me that one of our other friends actually goes to this place.
Well, apparently the steak's good.
I've been to Golden Corral. Like it is it's it is what you would imagine it to be. But but the fact that somebody was ready to throw down because they believe the other table got their steak first.
Well, and how does it turn into that? Like, aren't you then mad at the server or the
Right.
chef back in the kitchen who
Right.
sent somebody else's out first? Like,
Yeah,
how
but
does
it
it turn
can-
into everyone involved?
What can happen is, somebody asks a question, well, how come they got their food before I did? And then that person in that
Why don't you
party,
mind your own business?
Yeah, might
Yeah.
say something back, and then next thing you know,
it's all in.
people are being absolute idiots. Hang on a second here. Let me go to Heather. Hi, Heather. Good morning.
It's that you just look so nice today.
Well done.
Thank you. What's up, Heather?
I literally just got out of the shower. This is not even funny.
Hmm.
Okay. I watch 6 ABC every morning and morning, noon, and night, and they had an update. They had the guy that threw the high chair, and he ordered his steak like on the rarer side, and the guy in front of him, because I think you line up and you tell the person behind the glass how you want it, what
Yep.
you want, and the guy in front of him got so pissed off that he got his steak first that he started the argument, and he hit him, and then the guy defended himself with the chairs. But I've been to that place once, and I will never go back.
And apparently the guy got his steak quicker because
He ordered it rare. Yeah.
And therefore it takes less time to cook.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, number one, I don't go to Golden Corral for steak. I go to Fogo. Hello. And I'm telling you, really, over a steak, I don't know.
Well, there's no rhyme or reason, but if you're gonna brawl, the fact that it happens at a Golden Corral, which I always would consider a senior citizen afternoon dinner at 2:15
Thanks,
kind
Heather.
of place, and you're having a full blown Hell's Angels type Altamont rally.
I remember that one of the last big, huge brawls here that I remember seeing was at a wedding at the Sheraton in Old City.
Somebody died, I think.
Did
That one? I didn't remember that. I remember there was some. What happened, Preston, is that the people who were covering it video-wise were up on a balcony.
Yeah, you had a
and they
good
were
view.
catching the whole thing.
Yeah.
I've seen a brawl. Actually, I have seen a brawl take place at a wedding, and it was. Thank God I had no connection to the people. My girlfriend at the time did. And it was the classic case where they get the guy out and he's putting the garter up on the thigh, and the actual groom thought it was a little bit too much.
Oh.
And so they got in and threw down and out on the dance floor. Now, it wasn't 50 people fighting over a steak, but it's like 10, 15, 20 people going at it.
Yeah.
And I was loving it.
Yeah, I've only seen those at bars, at nightclubs. Usually it was a dance club where people are bouncing around on the dance floor. or
Sure,
something
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden somebody gets into somebody's space or whatever happens, and
that's it.
And then there's a brawl, and then and Casey, you were like your friend pulled you out of there. The security teams, the bouncers, a lot of times don't have much discretion in who they're going to toss out because they don't know what happened. They just got to get in there and start yanking people out.
You just have to.
And a couple can get a little overzealous, and it can turn real ugly real quick.
Pain don't hurt.
There you go.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. at the Golden Corral.
Yeah, there's a place in Ridley. It had changed so many different names. At one point, it was a Brownies. It was a Wade's Irish Pub. I mean, I watched a couple of things happen there. I watched this chick just hurl a bottle into a group of. She had no idea who she was throwing or who she was going to hit or anything.
Well, I mean, but I mean, you would expect like bouncers and people to be there.
Yeah.
A Golden Corral
Dude,
wouldn't.
honestly, yeah.
Wouldn't have a bouncer.
No, you have a hostess.
Yeah.
Or a host.
Hey, if there's a brawl, we need you to to handle the situation.
Some 17-year-old girl.
De-escalate.
Braces.
Could you put that table down?
Well, as a comedian who was on last week with us, he was saying it's not the Silver Corral.
Yeah.
It's the Golden Corral.
Right. Wow. Well, this video footage is just crazy, man. I mean, it's like it's scary. People picking up chairs and hurling them across a room.
Yeah, I've been in fights, but I've never been, in the middle of a brawl like that, and I don't know how I would react. Again, The notion that you're not getting your steak in time doesn't seem to be a real reason to throw down.
On a different note, and we'll take the calls as they're coming in if you guys want to comment on this, but it does have to do with the restaurant and a bit of a scene that took place. And I wanted to make sure that I mentioned this. Casey actually sent this story to us over the weekend, and I forgot to mention it yesterday. But our friend John Dornbos,
yes, oh my God, yeah,
played a real life hero over the weekend. He and his wife Annalise were at a restaurant. And they were actually next door to a different restaurant where the owner of a Huntington Beach restaurant caught on fire because she got too close to a space heater and her clothes caught on fire. Dornbos jumped into action and may have saved this woman's life. According to eyewitnesses on the scene, his quick thinking and action was exactly what needed to happen. Her name was Anna Nakayo, the co-owner of Veggielicious, and the victim of the fire has undergone 2 surgeries, according to her husband, Akira, after suffering 2nd and 3rd degree burns.
Jeez.
It could have been much worse if not for Dornbos's help. He said, the news interviewed him, he said, I grabbed my wife's blanket and I got her to the ground, meaning the woman who was on fire, and was just like, hey, help me out. I got you. You're going to be alive. It's okay. And I remember her looking at me, and I just said, honey, it's okay. You're alive. And we did it. So he smothered the flames with the blanket, and she was engulfed.
Yeah.
I mean,
good Lord.
Like, she may have difficulty walking after this.
Yeah, I actually had a nice correspondence with John about this. Just saying, man, I'm so proud of you. Like, and I said, it's crazy to think that, like, all of your life's experiences and everything brought you to that point in time and to that moment in that situation with a blanket to save that woman's life. Like, it's just insane.
Just how things played out.
Yeah.
Fate. Yeah, an unbelievable thing. But he was, talk about a guy, his own story is amazing. He steps in and saves this woman's life.
It's fantastic. So he said, one of the things I'm most thankful for about playing in the NFL, I played for 14 years, was just this idea of under pressure, being able to calm down and think.
Yeah.
And he handled it, saved this woman's life. So very proud of John. Always have been.
Man.
So that's just another thing, another wonderful thing that he's done. So good for him. And
we should get him on and have him do magic for us.
Yeah, we should, right?
Celebrate.
Wow, man. All right, going back to the Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
I want to go to Chris, who's got a comment on this. Hey, Chris, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing today?
Good. What's up, my man?
So I've never been to the Ben Salem one, but I go to the one up in Lehigh County, and I know how this fight started.
Okay.
All right. Just like Lehigh County, there's a big line that starts, but the grill's only so big. So you walk up to the grill, the chef, and you tell him how you want it, medium. He's like, all right, here you go. The next guy might want it well done, and that's where everything starts. He wants it well done. He's like, oh, I don't have any well done. Come back. I'll remember you. Like, okay. So you sit down. You come back 5 minutes later. Those people don't know who you are. They all just think you just cut the line.
Okay.
So this is obviously.
But I got it for you. First off, it's against the law to have a steak well done. I mean,
I agree. I'm with you, Chris.
I'm a medium rare guy, so mine's always done when I get up there. And they do have very good steaks, Steve. Very good steaks.
Do they? All right. So my question would be is this. Why don't you place your order? They give you a number like they do in other places.
Yeah.
You put the number on your table and they bring you your steak.
Well, Steve, sometimes people lack that thing called intelligence. But they do have other good food there, too. You can go up there and get your steak and then go up there and get spaghetti and meatballs while you're waiting for it or whatever. Like you said, take a number, get like a digital system going.
Yeah.
Right.
But to have them in line, Chris, and have you waiting or having you not understanding the timing situation, that's like, that's a powder keg.
It is. It can be ridiculous. And then, the grill's only so big, so you might have 100 people in line, but you can only fit 20 steaks on there.
All right.
So when all the 20 steaks are up, and then and then the guy orders well done, and
he kills it.
That's how World War I started.
All right. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate the perspective, man. Thank you.
He does make a good point.
And by the way, I had a scenario not that long ago where it was a stand-in-line type of thing. I think we're at the premium outlets. And had ordered something. They weren't ready. It was like an Asian buffet, and they didn't have enough egg rolls done. So I ordered those. Like, okay, we need to make them come back in a second. And I had to do that thing where I had to walk back up and get in front of people at the register. And, they think I'm cutting in line, and I'm actually just going up to get what I had ordered previously. I hate that. It's just a moment of uncomfortableness.
It's like the walk of shame almost.
I hate it.
You should be holding your shoes, Preston, with smeared lipstick on your face.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. And what they should do is have a secondary line that is for people who've already placed their orders and are coming back to pick that up. Just a little bit of tinkering around could have avoided this brawl.
Here's an interesting text. It says, "Hey, guys, I'm a wedding photographer, and there was a brawl at a wedding. And at the end of the night, the Philly cops needed to go through my camera to find out who the culprits were.
That's
because
great.
they all fought and then ran, and they were family. So I guess nobody was giving anybody up.
Right.
It's about family.
And I don't know how that ended up resolving itself, but they had to use that as evidence to track people down.
I love those places where there'd be no way that you'd imagine there'd be something like a brawl or a physical fight, and you get one.
Hey, let's go to Lou. Good morning, Lou.
Yay!
All right. Lou! How you doing, bud?
Doing better, President. How you guys doing?
Good. Lou had a touch of the Rona.
Oh, did you? Okay, good.
The coronavirus.
Yeah, you're doing better though, right?
Right. Plus, I got busted ribs, which is always fun. I took a fall at the Poconos, so
Man,
Poor
Lou.
thing. All right. Well,
yeah,
listen.
it's been a crazy month.
But you're doing better. You wanted to tell us this story?
Yeah. So one time I was working out in California. I had a Jack in a Box, and a buddy of mine was working the drive-through. And four guys from San Jose State football team was in the drive-through, and they were busting the kids. They were busting them up, picking on them.
Right.
So when he handed them the food, they threw a shake at him, and the kid said something, and they thought that it was just him. They didn't know that his brothers, me, and a buddy of ours, this big Samoan, was sitting in the other room. So we emptied out into the joint. They came driving around thinking they're going to fight him. And when we emptied out, one kid walked around the end of the car. I opened his face right up with a left hook.
Oh, my God. All right. It right up.
A Jack in the Box
It
brawl.
was a brawl.
You know what? In a way, Lou, you were like an actual Jack in the Box. The door opens up. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Wow.
That's hilarious.
Was that the end of the brawl, or did everybody get out and start mixing it up?
Oh, no, everybody got started mixing it up. One of the guys went and got a jack out of the car, and he went after the Samoan. Well, the Samoan kid, he took the jack right to the forearm and started pounding this guy.
Oh, my God.
He was a tough kid. He was a cook. I seen this kid drink a dozen and a half of raw eggs one time.
Drink a dozen and a half raw eggs?
All of Lou's all Lou's stories have like tangential stories.
Yeah.
You know?
That alone would be a hell of a story. So the Samoan, you don't want to piss off the Samoan and Jack in the Box, but you guys, I assume, prevailed and were the victors, right?
Right.
All right, cool.
All right, Lou, good to hear from you, man. Hang in there, bud. Lou?
Did we lose him?
Lou? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
All right, Lou, take care, man. We'll see you later.
All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.
All right, see ya. Oh, my God. Wow. All right, well, this one, this Golden Corral brawl, it made,
national.
It was viral, and how can you not be, stare at that like a deer in headlights, because it's just, you're not used to seeing that type of thing at your Golden Corrals.
Golden Corral, Sizzler. What were the other?
Does Sizzler even exist anymore?
There was a Western Sizzlin', I remember.
Western Sizzlin', yeah, we talked about.
A branch.
Haas's was the one that we went. Yeah, we went to the Haas's in college. That was like Central PA, probably elsewhere as well.
The whole thing was like $6. You go $6. You go. It's that cafeteria style.
Well, Old Country Buffet was one as well, but I don't think they had steak there.
No.
But I worked at a place I told you guys about. It was called York Steakhouse. That was kind of like that
Right.
type of thing where. You just stand in line, you get it, and take it to your table.
And then you head west across the country, and then you get Luby's, and you get Morrison's, and you get other cafes like that. Luby's, yeah.
Okay, is that like Luby or Luby?
It was Lubys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luby's. Like Ruby.
Luby's?
Yeah.
Who's
All right. Well, anyhow, thank you for the stories, and keep it in mind. Be patient when people are ordering steak.
Don't order it well done. You get it sooner.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to take a break. Don't forget, Tobias Harris is going to be on the show
Yes.
this morning. We're also going to have mountaineer Nims Persia on the program as well. Climbed the tallest peaks, all 14 of them in record time in the world. And our friends from Primo's are stopping by. In fact, Marissa is arranging the goodies right now, which means we'll have some goodies to give away for you as well. We'll take a break, and we'll come back in a moment. Oh, and it's National Chocolate Day.
What? Is it?
Yes, and I think we're going to commemorate that in a moment. I'll explain in a little
National
bit.
Chocolate
Be
Day.
back in a moment. Stay with us.
I don't think you told that correctly. Shut up.
Banana. So Stalin.
I'm going home.
Stalin was also.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Stay in your seats or you'll all be shot. He's funny, yes? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You will starve in gulag.
I'm here all as a week.
I would say try veal, but there is no veal. Try cannibalism as we starve out all of the population in Siberia because of extreme poverty caused by Stalin. Thanks for coming. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
They murdered my wife.
That's sad.
Yeah, but if you think about it, she was nagging.
It's a way homer.
Have you heard the banana joke?
Heard funny joke from Rocky. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Banana.
Oh, God. Oh. These are CIA files.
Hey, I am having literally to hold stomach from pain of laughing.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I noticed that, and I figured we might have
Notice the Soviet humor.
They may not be married, but Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck are still family, according to Ben's brother Casey. During an interview with E.T. on Saturday.
Well, you still family?
No, entertainment television.
Do you all get together for the holidays?
What am I talking? What am I talking to here?
I'm E.T.
He walks in. He's like, "Are you serious? I have to do this."
Pulling himself up on the chair.
Thanks for talking with me.
Could you get my agent in here, please?
I'm talking to a turtle.
Yeah.
Not a turtle. Turtle.
Oh my God.
I want a goddamn Oscar.
It was during an interview with E.T.'s Kelty Knight.
Oh, okay.
Whoever that is. I left that part out and I just said E.T., all right? So it was at the Are you still family?
How much longer is he going to be in rehab?
He's holding up his finger. Oh, my God.
E.T. could probably fix his addiction problem with his magic finger.
You're right.
His heart. Touch his heart.
Heart light.
Whole new human being.
New Ben, new Batman movie.
So stupid. It's so dumb. A suspended Long Island judge pleaded guilty on Friday to sneaking into his neighbor's home and stealing panties from her clothes hamper.
Bad judge.
This is a judge. Robert Sakale pleaded guilty to second-degree attempted burglary. He was detained on March 29, 2018 when he had been knocking on it.
They call me Judge Panties.
After he'd been knocking on a neighbor's door.
I like panties.
Sakale is said to have just left the home on a different neighborhood of a different neighbor prior to arriving at the second neighborhood's home.
I'm touching myself under my robe.
The first neighbor was identified as 23-year-old former intern at the Islip Town Attorney's Office.
Islip, yeah.
Islip, where the judge used to work. Now, police found that the judge had several pairs of panties stuffed down his suit jacket.
Oh, my God.
And his raincoat when they apprehended him.
Those are my panties.
Sakale's attorney claimed that his client had changed. He said he has served the people of Suffolk County honorably for the last 26 years.
Except for the panties part.
As a legal aid attorney, town of Islip attorney, and a district court judge. He has dealt with his mental illness.
I also like to poop in oatmeal.
He's also...
What?
I like to poop in oatmeal.
He has dealt with his mental illness issues in a provocative manner and proactive manner.
Yes, provocative. Yes, oh, how provocative.
And he allegedly told officers during his arrest, the panties I had on me are from the other times I went into the house.
Okay, so don't judge him harshly.
We have a lot going on today. I want to start by saying we are going to have members of the Downton Abbey film in our studio this morning. So, in preparation for that, we're having Rambo Day on the Preston and Steve show.
Because if you think of an American movie that is most linear to Downton Abbey, it'd be Rambo.
It would be Rambo Last Blood, which is coming out on Friday, the same day as the Downton Abbey film.
Listen, you guys are excited about something, and now I'm excited about something.
I'm doing a double feature, Kath. I'm doing Rambo and Downton Abbey on Friday.
Both Steve and I are wearing John Rambo wigs and bandanas. Casey has a bandana around his neck, but he doesn't need the wig because
his hair's long enough. Yeah. So you're John Rambo, who is out and about and killing, and I'm John Rambo, who would like to get a job at a fast food place.
Yeah, you're a little more. My hair is a little more wild right now,
and I'm wearing my hairnet still.
Yeah, you have the hairnet on. So
it'd be really cool, Preston, if we have enough wigs and bandanas for the Downton Abbey cast.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if they did that? So we'll find out what happens.
I bet they'd be into that. I mean, they all have those like dry senses of British humor, but I bet they'd be into that idea.
I don't know how long I can stay with the wig on because
mine hurts.
The actual hair, it's itchy. And also. It causes a cushion between my headphones and my ears.
Same here.
So it's the volume is not quite where it needs to be. So
how did Rambo ever do a radio show?
How did he do that?
Rambo in the morning.
It's 6:05 in the morning. Weather looks good for the rest of the week. And don't forget Money Shark at 8 o'clock.
Hey, Charlie Sheen was set to compete on season 28 of Dancing with the Stars, but ultimately he walked. He was talking to Us Weekly.
You have to walk to get out on the dance floor. Duh.
He told the magazine, I was very flattered by ABC and their offer, but at the end of the day, I have 2 left feet and I just can't dance.
Charlie Sheen.
I'm a freaking warlock.
You should be able to create a spell and be able to dance.
I'll get on my Nimbus and fly around the stage.
Why can't you just get on your Mercury surfboard?
Absolutely.
The opportunity was linked to a pilot opportunity as well.
Yeah, I want to be a pilot for American Airlines.
But when he passed on Dancing with the Stars...
I'm your pilot. Outside the plane can see a freaking mountain.
Yes. Charlie Sheen, commercial air pilot.
We'll never crash because I'm a freaking warlock. Floatium forever.
I'm concerned about this flight.
Thousands of dollars worth of bull semen has been destroyed after a cattle building exploded.
Oh, no. All right. I just saw a tweet this morning that said, I didn't know semen was flammable, and I didn't know what that was in reference to, and apparently it's this story.
So it was the semen itself that exploded?
Well, I'm not really sure about that, but emergency services were called to...
Oh, yeah!
Emergency services were called to...
I blew that chick apart.
We're called to Yarram Herd Services at about 3 a.m. where 100 cryogenic cylinders containing cattle semen exploded in the blaze.
I can't imagine there's anything flammable. And
No, I think it just...
It's probably the containers themselves or something with the wiring or whatever.
Well, maybe they're pressurized. But it took 10 fire crews more than 10 hours to contain the fire at the building, which is a cattle breeding service. Vice Committee Chairman Aaron Thompson said the loss would be, quote, a huge blow for farmers, with the cylinders being worth between $500 and $1,000 each. He said...
the entire town next door got a facial.
He said, we're coming into the artificial insemination season, so...
Oh, are we? It's like these fall activities.
There would have been substantial amounts of semen inside the tanks that we've lost, which was owned by our local farmers, and it can range in value from $5 per straw to $95 per straw.
Wow.
A lot of farmers would have semen stock in the building in those tanks preparing for AI, so... We've got that plus all of our herd testing equipment that was in there as well. He said, so this is significant damage and is going to have a flow-on effect on Yarram, especially after the drought that Yarram District has experienced over the last 12 months.
Bad news, folks. We have a semen drought.
Yeah. It's going to be a real blow for sure, he said. The not-for-profit organization provides artificial insemination breeding advice.
Put a call into Peter North.
Corn has launched its new coffee brand called Corn Coffee.
Corn Coffee.
Yes.
It's a great name.
Corn Coffee.
If you like the driven rock of corn, you'll love their coffee.
Corn personally curated the creation of Corn Coffee.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see how many K sounds I can put in there. Corn personally curated the creation of Corn Coffee. A process that saw the band members tasting multiple variations for ultimately selecting the perfect roast and blend.
Yeah, that one.
Each bag of corn coffee will feature a special message from the band, which reads, after almost 25 years of touring, making records, and playing in front of all of our amazing fans,
we still drink coffee.
One thing has remained a constant in our daily routine.
Lattes!
I was not expecting that.
I know.
Lattes! No, it says coffee. The ritual, the brew, the aroma. And most importantly, that very first cup every morning that sets the tone is something that we look forward to every day.
Well, this is interesting. We're actually watching footage of them sampling the various brews.
Yeah. It says, because of our passion, we've gotten together with a roaster and handcrafted our very own blend, coffee. It's called Corn Coffee.
Next up, Corn Licorice.
Corn recently began recording its new album in Nashville, Tennessee, by the way, but now they have Corn Coffee.
That's part of waking up is corn coffee in your cup.
That's right. Yeah, cup. This is...
cup.
Always at the ready.
Yeah, a couple.
We need to have Nick coffee or something like that.
Yeah.
Have a cup.
This is our new blend. It's called Nanapuya.
From the hills of Nanapuya.
Yeah. Brought down by mules every day at 2 o'clock after the afternoon rain. The beans are enriched with monkey urine.
If only we had a coffee sponsor to do this for us.
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Nanapuya.
Well, that's good.
Have a cup.
Yeah, a cup.
God. Or no, the question would be, would you like some?
Yeah, a cup.
No, not Nanapuya. Yeah, cup.
Come on. Yeah, a cup.
That'd be ridiculous.
Do you want a thermos or a cup?
Yeah, a cup.
Okay.
Oh, one Nanapuya for table 7.
Okay.
What is that one?
That's you. That's Mini Wookie. That's Nick. So you ask, have you decided what you like, sir?
Nanapuya.
Nanapuya.
Nanapuya. I don't remember Mini Wookie.
All right. Anyhow, Corn has coffee.
Corn coffee.
It's almost an embarrassment that we live in this city and that we don't. You know, I think you're right, though, Preston. Stop and check it out, at least to some degree.
Why groups of people decided that it would be a good idea to memorialize this person in that form.
Also, don't hesitate now and then to throw a rope around on it and attach to your boat hitch.
That why is intriguing to me as well. What the hell is the point of dragging a statue into the river?
But, you know, when I heard the news report it this morning, they reported it as if, like, here we go again. Now, there was only one other incident, but...
There's a lot of statues
Still.
being pulled down for various reasons, whether you had down south with the Confederate statues and things of that nature, and if they believe, well, there's it's kind of the thing. But this thing seemed like, what's that about?
Why?
Yeah. Hey, what did Rizzo do that was so great that he gets a statue?
He was just a really popular mayor. I mean, like he was larger than life in a bunch of different ways in stature.
Yeah.
And so because of his tactics, he was well known. He left his mark, good and bad, and deserved a statue as a result.
Yeah.
You're a real crumb bum.
and he gave us
that. If that, honestly, I would give him a statue just for that.
For crumb bum?
I'll take you out back, both of yous.
Yeah.
My arms tied behind my back.
Yeah.
I'll pound you into the pavement, I will.
That whole audio, you look like a lush to me. He's telling the reporter.
Yeah.
Would you care to talk to CBS? You look like a lush. I'll pound you into the pavement.
You want to relive that?
Yes, I do.
All right, Casey's finding the audio of Frank Rizzo when he was confronted. He wasn't happy about it. He was out walking his dog, and
maybe the Viking was the Nordic Frank Rizzo.
They were confronting him about.
You look like a lush to me. What's your story? I hit you with my shield. I'll take you out back and hit you with my shield.
Yeah. What are you?
You're a crumb bum.
You can't find it, Case?
I don't know. Yeah, let's
Here
try
you go,
this one.
crumb bum.
Crumb bum, see Frank Rizzo.
It says Rizzo.
See crumb bum.
This says call Stan Bowman. Here we go.
Yeah, that's it.
There is Stan Borman from Channel 3 News. Could we...
How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Good.
Could we talk with you for just a moment?
No, I'm busy.
You couldn't answer any of our questions?
I wouldn't talk to you under any condition.
Why is that, sir?
Forget it. Scram. Get out of here.
Sir,
Ram. Hit the road.
Ram.
You lush ya.
Why?
Get away from me. I'm now a private citizen.
Yes,
you
sir.
get away from me.
We're allowed to be on the street, sir.
I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me.
How do you feel about the security guards being taken off of you?
Get away from me, or I'm going to throw you out in the middle of the street.
Gonna throw you right out there.
One more question.
I'm telling you, get away from me.
You were the symbol of law and order in Philadelphia, sir, for many years. People looked up to you and respected you.
Look, creep, get out of here.
How could you justify your actions at our cameras last Monday in front of your
Get
house?
out. You're a creep.
We're a member of the media. We'd like to have an answer to our
You're a
question.
creep.
Why did you attack our cameras, sir?
Get it all. Don't miss any of it. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Would you answer the question?
Dude, he had great pipes.
He really did.
Listen to his voice. Get away from me. It is a primo. And thank you to Jay at the Ardmore location for setting us up with some goodies this morning. So I have a few other chocolate clips, and maybe we'll sprinkle them throughout
Let's do
the
that.
show.
Let's keep giving.
And if you like
We're
the
givers.
way, if you like the way this works, we'll do this from time to time.
Yeah.
I think that can that work it all right. All right, now speaking of working, we're working on a new and more improved way to do interviews via Zoom.
Yes.
That seems to be kind of the way things are going, and it's great because when you can interview someone and actually see their facial expressions and body language, it can make for a better interview.
It's a carryover that we're going to stick with, and,
Yes.
and we immediately assessed a problem, and now 3 years later,
Right.
so we have a solution.
It could be better than some phone calls. You get better better quality, but we were trying to work on how to get our signal to work out properly. So we're going to test something on air right now, and it's the only way to really find out if it's working properly or not.
And people might die, but we need to do this.
We go live to studio. What's the studio that Casey's in?
Pierre
The Pierre
Robert
Robert
studio.
studio.
Is he in that?
Oh, I
Who's
don't-
in the next to it?
Booth is next to that.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Whatever.
Casey, Studio R.
Yes.
Casey, are you there?
Yeah, no, it's Studio F, by the way.
Oh, you're
Yes,
in
I'm
Studio
here.
F.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hi.
Hey!
Hey, we can
We can see you.
Oh my God!
And it
it's
looks
like you're actually
good.
here.
Oh, this is much better.
Wow.
This is a new dawn, the dawn of a new age. Let's call it that.
The main reason we needed to do this was so that the people that we are interviewing, we want to make sure that the audio translates well on that side. So you can hear everything okay, Casey?
Oh my God, you guys sound amazing.
Oh, my
amazing.
goodness. All right, now if
Kathy's voice sounds a little low though.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was like, what does he mean? What is he talking about?
This is cool.
Steve, I can hear your effects too. So when you do the
can hear
voice
that?
effects,
All right, let's
hear that.
see if you can hear a drop. 1 second.
Yeah, so we're playing an audio clip for him to make sure. Could you hear that?
Joe's tattoo.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, and I'm going to start the bizarre file intro while you're listening as well to make sure that you can hear that too.
Can I invite Casey in to watch the show?
Yeah, Casey. Yeah, Steve. wants to-
Casey, if you want to come in and watch a Major Market Morning Show.
Can I?
Yeah, come on in.
All right. I'll be right in.
All right, here we go.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Excellent. Did you hear the beat file intro, Casey? Yay!
Yay!
It works. Rodney.
He's
You
the
are
man.
the man. Thank you, Rodney and Joe Bonadonna and everybody else in our engineering department.
Gus
Thank you
and Tico.
so much. Yes, we love Gus and Tico. And the Bizarre File, by the way, is brought to you by WMMR and Preston and Steve logo winter hats. Another cool item in the MMR Rock Shop. You can pick one up today for you or as a gift. WMMR.com. Use the keyword shop. So a Sonic fast food employee is lucky to be alive after authorities say his car exploded Friday night in West Houston as he was getting ready to leave work.
What are they serving at Sonic now?
It happened around 11:15 p.m., and that's when an unidentified man who works at the Sonic was getting into his car, ready to leave work.
Here's your nitro shake, sir.
And that is when the man reportedly smelled gas, opened his windows, got out of the car, and noticed that the smell was stronger. And apparently there was an acetylene tank in the trunk, which began leaking before it detonated. Car parts went flying hundreds of feet in every direction due to the explosion. How did this guy survive this? Well, he wasn't in the car, but I mean...
Still, he was in proximity to the car.
Yeah, the man was treated at the scene and rushed to the hospital with serious injuries, but he is expected to survive, so he's hurt pretty bad.
Didn't Sonic step up and give him a small beverage of his choice?
I think they did on behalf of the company.
refills.
Yeah, but at least they gave him that. So.
Giving extra ice, though.
Video games might be a bit more dangerous than you might think. A 31-year-old man from Germany actually broke his neck while wearing a VR headset. Doctors say he played for up to 4 hours a day, and he got the injury due his, quote, to his repetitive and intensive movements.
Wow.
Medics say that repeated strenuous neck movements wore down one of the vertebrae in his neck and eventually caused it to crack.
I've played a fair amount of VR, but I don't think I've been in a situation where I've been whipping my head around like that.
I think it's just he did it repetitively.
Right.
He did it so much that, he was moving around. Now, I have played games where you really have to look around and up and down. So he was just doing it maybe too much. I don't know.
Seems that way.
Experts who treated the man at the University of Leipzig Hospital.
You're an idiot!
Believe that this is the world's first documented case of VR-related stress fracture.
Do you play the VR a lot?
In a medical journal, the team wrote that the man's injury resembles ones seen in runners and soldiers.
All right, take your pants off and get up on the table.
Treatments included wearing a type of neck brace for 6 weeks to support his neck as it healed, and he was fully recovered after 12 weeks.
Wow. That seems like he may have to give up the VR stuff.
Yeah. All right. I love this story. This is so great. An impressive 8-year-old who just self-published his own comic book got very creative about promoting it. His name is Dylan Hellberg. He snuck a copy of his own comic book, The Adventures of Dylan Hellberg's Christmas by Dylan Himself, that's what it's called, onto a shelf at Lake Hazel's community library, and now locals are trying to get in there and to check it out. Wow. His 81-page comic book details an exploding star placed on a Christmas tree and time travel back to the first Thanksgiving, among other things. When his mom discovered what he had done, she called the library to make sure that no one threw the book away, and with Hellberg's permission, a librarian cataloged the book as a graphic novel and officially made it a library offering at the Boise, Idaho Community
That is
Library.
pretty amazing. I didn't know it was that easy.
And now there is a waiting list for the book to be checked out.
I'm going to write my own book now.
Dylan also says he's working on a sequel comic book as well as a book about a closet that eats jackets. So that's what he's doing. But he just went in there and he just put it on a shelf.
That's
hoping
adorable.
that somebody would find it and check it out. How awesome is that? All right, this story's out of Connecticut. The Seymour Fire Department put out a fire Saturday night that was caused by a homeowner attempting to melt snow with a garden torch. This happens every year.
Every year.
Every year. The homeowner attempted to melt the snow from this weekend's nor'easter with a garden torch and accidentally set the siding of his house on fire.
Friggin' snow.
Flames were also found in an exterior wall. The fire was swiftly knocked down before they were able to enter the house again. The firehouse wrote in a Facebook post, "As imaginable, we do not recommend the use of garden torch or any similar device as an attempt to melt ice. So keep that in mind." One person suffered numerous injuries after sliding about 1,000 feet down Mount Hood on Saturday. Nick, I brought this up. Thought you might find this interesting. A mountaineering fall. The person who slid was with a group of people in snowshoes or micro spikes who hiked to Hog.
Sexy.
Do you know what micro spikes are?
Yeah, they just go on the base of your shoe, so you can attach them. You don't have to buy them separately or buy a separate shoe.
Rescuers sprung into action after the slide and rescued the person from the mountain. They said that it was the fourth time in a week that they've rescued a climber on the mountain. And I love this statement from the mountain rescue in a post on their official Facebook. It said, "Folks, the surface above tree line is wind-scorned chicken heads, dinner plates, and hard-frozen sun cups. It is not skiable, not hikeable, and extremely dangerous." Do you have any idea what those terms mean, Nick?
Nope.
Chicken heads, dinner plates, and frozen and hard frozen sun cups.
Chicken heads?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Chicken heads.
He said, "Stay." Oh, you're yelling to see or hear the echo? Yeah. They said, "Stay
I'm
off
gonna
it
start an avalanche
unless you are prepared with the skills and equipment for those conditions."
Yeah, we're gonna have Nims Purge on in about an hour.
I'll ask him.
There is there's another documentary on Netflix called The Alpinist, and I was telling Nick,
it started it.
Gave me big time anxiety because this guy is he's a free climber.
Yes,
but he also does free climbing on like ice shelves and stuff like that.
It's nuts. I love watching it as documentaries, but I would never. No way.
I actually had to pause it and then Wikipedia this guy to make sure I wasn't going to watch him plummet to his death.
Right,
because it was just nerve wracking.
All right, one last story. A woman in England was in shock after finding a 7-inch long French fry in a bag of frozen fries from Lidl. The woman paid
it's so huge.
a little under $4 for the bag of the Lidl Deluxe Maris Piper chips to make with her family's dinner on Thursday. She opted to freeze the giant fry so that she can see it often and smile.
Yeah, I'm going to freeze this one.
The 42-year-old said the French fry brightened her day.
I think I'm going to marry it.
And joked that she might have to get it framed as well.
7-inch French fry.
Yeah. All right. And there you go. That is what I have in the bizarre file for you this morning. By the way, I want to mention this. We tried out our new Zoom link and getting that set up.
Spectacular.
It's just going to work out better for us. And Marissa makes sure that I want to mention these our friends at Neumann University.
Oh, yeah.
Who teamed up with the engineering team to assist us with the technical upgrades to the show. And the Preston and Steve YouTube live stream is sponsored by Neumann University. You can discover the new you, NU is in Neumann University. So if you're interested in things like that, work with video work and audio work and these kind of technical side of things and creative side of things, they are the ones to go
Neumann
to.
is great.
They're fantastic.
And they just did an upgrade on our DeLorean, Preston.
They did?
Yeah.
We can now go back to 1985?
I think we can, yeah.
That's
Do
awesome.
we need roads?
Nah.
No, not where we're going.
We don't need those.
Dude, that's so you said the word 1985, and I'm looking at this photo of Neumann University on Instagram, and one of the girls in the front row is wearing a sweatshirt that says 1985.
Coincidence?
They knew we were going to talk about this. They used their goddamn time machine. And knew
Wait a second. Oh my God, they did.
Wait. Her head is slowly disappearing from this photo. What the hell's going on?
Oh, my God.
Oh, we better take a break. All right, listen. We are not only going to have Nims Purja on the Mountaineer, but we're also going to have Man About Town.
No, this is from Back to the Future.
Tobias Harris will be joining us.
Yay!
6-4 had a great game last night. I'll bet he's eating a lot of cookies today.
Yeah, damn right.
Talk to him about that. And another chance to win some goodies from our friends at Primo Hoagies. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve on 93.3.
Get away from me. Would you answer the question? You know, you hide behind that press card.
I'm not hiding behind anything, sir. I just wanted to get some answers.
I'll tell you what to do. There's a gang of yous here. There's enough of you here. By myself, I'll take yous physically.
Well, I'm not asking you to take me physically.
Well, get away from me.
Well, sir, I'm on the public street. I should be authorized to be here.
I'll break it off.
I'll break it physically and mentally.
Yeah.
I'll get inside your brain.
This is after he was mayor.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think he'd be happy in retirement.
Nah, he didn't care.
Big dude, though.
Yeah.
You see him next to the reporter. He's a big dude.
Yep.
Hey, get away from me.
I think the statue.
He was
The
a cop,
statue's
right?
1-to-1 scale.
Yeah.
I'll break it over your head.
I'll break it over your head. Hang on. Let's go back.
I'll break it over your head. Get away from me, you crumb. That's a challenge. Accept. I'll put my dog away, and I'll come back. And you got 1, 2, 3, and I'll do
1,
it
2,
along
3.
with.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Let me just put Fifi back in the house. Come on, Fifi, heel.
It is kind of a little dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
No?
No.
I can't see the dog. Oh,
No,
no,
it's a
I was
big
wrong.
dog.
I was
Yeah.
incorrect. I thought he had a little poodle with him.
Daddy loves you.
Yeah.
Daddy loves
kisses.
you. Give me love monster kisses.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna come back and kill you all. Beat you to death with a tire iron and then dance in your blood. Who wants you to do? Who wants you to do? Gonna put you in the house now. All right, don't be scared. Daddy has to go kill the bad men. I'm coming to kill you now. Calm down. Did you lose your chew toy? Did you lose your chew toy? It's under the sofa. Yeah. Wait right here. Daddy needs to go kill the reporters. Yes, I know. Yeah. Get up in the living room window. You want to see Daddy kill the bad men?
Yeah, that's right. Sets him up where he's got a nice view of the street.
I'm doing this for you.
Yeah.
2, 3, and I'll do it along with you. In that back of that fence, just the 3 of us, 4 of us, me and you.
4 or 5. I tell you what, call some of the family members. Bring them out here too.
Show you what kind of a man you are. You're less than a man.
You're a less man.
Okay, you're a crumb creep.
A crumb creep.
You're a moon creep pie creep crumb. You're creep brulee. That's what you are.
Creep brulee. Yeah.
As if someone's taken one of them little torches and fried the top of your head into like a caramelized sugary thing. You are creep brulee. You know what you like? You like one of them fancy desserts with the thin shell on top, but underneath you just pudding. Just pansy pudding, creep crumb, pansy crumb, creep creme, crumb, brulee creep creme. With sugar on top.
At this point, they've just shut up.
They just let them know.
Because they are like, we are getting gold right now. Just let this roll.
Put that on camera. You're a crumb bum, the 3 of you, and I challenge you.
He wouldn't talk earlier. I'm not talking to you, right? I'm not talking to you. And now, Stan Bowman hasn't said anything for like 5 minutes.
He actually fell asleep. What are you, Stan? Are you asleep?
Wake up.
I'm sorry, I had a long night. Where did your dog go? I put him inside, didn't you see? There he is, and they're looking in the window there.
Just me.
There is a
You're
word out here.
a crumb creep coward. You can't take. You won't stand up to a man.
I'm standing up. We're not here to fight. We're here to get some answers to some questions. That's all.
I want to fight you.
Why is that?
Because you're a crumb creep lush coward.
You don't.
Crumb creep.
He keeps adding on.
Lush coward.
It started with 1, then 2, now
you're a Methodist.
now he's up to
What?
he's up to 4.
I don't know. I'm running out of desserts and various disgusting things.
Are you keeping a list? Do you know, like, okay, you're a crumb, you're a creep.
Wait a second here.
You're yellow.
I keep a list for things like this. You are a jackass crumb, creme, creep, cram, crumb. Oh, that's the wrong list. That's the potential dog names.
Thinking about getting another one, huh?
It was in Chestnut Hill.
Wait, hold on a second. Honey, where's my reported bad name list?
It's in the closet.
No, I looked in there. I was looking for the dog's chew toy. I'll get back to you. What's your number? Give me your number.
By the way, Marissa.
I remembered it.
By the way,
he gets a call late at night.
No, he calls him back later on.
Better call this guy up. Yeah. You're a yellow crumb snake.
Have a lovely
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a lovely evening.
For that creep.
Oh, you creme crumb creep cram. You're an apple crumb creep cake. A la moron. Yeah, that wasn't that good.
Scratch that one off.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's.
I think when I try to do French desserts, it doesn't work out. I'll stick with the German stuff.
Oh my God.
I'm glad we revisited that.
Oh my God, I'm getting tears on my glasses here. Reality stars Todd and Julie Cheslie
Oh my God!
Is it Cheslie knows
yeah,
best?
Cheslie knows best. It's horrible.
Yeah.
There was one weekend where there was something I was watching a marathon of on the USA Network, and every other commercial was for Cheslie knows best.
Oh God!
She's a piece of ass, though. I think
She is, but he's got to be gay.
Yeah, I don't know who wears more makeup.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, they have.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but come on.
They have been cleared of $2 million in tax evasion charges, according to ET.
Well, there you go.
The pair who.
You've been cleared.
Why are you here? I thought you were a
E.T. said-
botanist.
Yes, but I minored in accounting
So he.
on my home world of ET world.
It's easy to count on those big fingers you have.
Absolutely.
And numbers are universal, so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The pair who pleaded not guilty were accused of cheating on their taxes by Georgia's Department of Revenue.
Hey, come over here. You're gay, right?
Todd said Julian.
Because everything about you is highlights and the hair, and I don't know, and nothing wrong with that, but yeah, you're gay.
So Todd said Julie and I knew all along that we had done nothing wrong and that when the facts came out, we would be fine.
Well, there you go. Now, the other question is, Preston, about this video, this sex video that they were supposedly extorting their own daughter with. You know this story, right?
No.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah. There's like a porn video. And
Is it her and E.T.?
That's, now, this is a whole morass of crap, but they're still trying to hash it out.
It was her and E.T., but it was just finger stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna finger blast you like you've never been blasted.
Oh, my God.
Light you up
You're
like
gonna
a pump,
feel it
like a
down there and up in your mouth too.
like a jack-o'-lantern.
I'm gonna turn you into a Chinese puzzle.
Oh, my God. Does he
I'm gonna
not
blow your goddamn head off.
Does he not look like the villain in Lazy Town?
He does.
Yeah, Robbie Rotten.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yes, you're
You
right.
look like the villain in Lazy Town.
All right. He also said, this is Todd, not
Anyway,
E.T.
whatever happened to the girl in that show?
We're just glad that the Department of Revenue was willing to keep an open mind and look at the evidence.
Well, of course. He presented a good case.
Ironclad.
There he is, Preston. There's a,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Robbie
around the
Rotten.
teeth.
Looks a little bit like him. All right, Aaron Paul tells E.T.
Oh,
Jesus.
You were in Breaking Bad, right?
That making El Camino a Breaking Bad movie was a blast.
Crystal meth.
He said that we were really, truly such a family, and it felt like a crazy sort of messed up family reunion, just telling the same old messed up story.
I had a family on Earth with Elliot and his brother and sister.
Miley Cyrus is asking her followers to send good vibes amid her recent hospitalization.
God almighty, that's the least we can do.
Yeah, I know. On Tuesday,
I was vibing last night. I don't know if she received them.
well, she has tonsillitis, so thoughts and prayers, folks. On Tuesday, the singer revealed on her Instagram stories that she had been admitted to a local hospital just one day after sharing on the social media platform she was suffering from tonsillitis. In the series of pics that featured Miley in her hospital gown, she explained how she was trying to get better before this weekend. Gorilla Palooza.
What the hell?
It's a sanctuary.
That is correct, yep. Well, to raise global conservation efforts.
Right.
She had written, hoping the rock star gods send me a boost of badass and help me kick this ass to the curb where it belongs. We got gorillas to save.
I love the way she talks.
She captioned a somber hospital bed selfie that showed an IV in her arm.
I don't feel so good.
You don't feel so good?
I feel so good.
Okay.
I hope I'm always, everyone send some good vibes because I want to be able to perform for Gorilla Palooza. Shut up, cat.
Yeah, right.
From there. From there.
Everyone,
From
I'm in the hospital because I have tonsillitis.
You have tonsillitis and you want your voice to get better because you're afraid you'll lose it. Something like that. From there, Miley changed tones and began to get more optimistic about her current situation, opening up about how looking good. About how looking good can make a person feel good.
Yeah, she's right.
Practicing what she preached, the singer showed off her oversized hospital gown that she cheekily redesigned to be more form-fitting, low-cut, and sleeveless.
Look, a gorilla could wear this.
A gorilla could wear that. No, she took the scissors out and she cut up her gown and made it into something a little more
fancy-ish.
Wow.
Unbelievably enchanting.
Yeah, just a beacon of light.
Just a beacon of light in
dark
hope.
world.
And